What's happening, Chief? It's good to see you here again. Listen, you need to stay humble. Because if you're not careful, your ego is going to destroy everything in your life. This is coming from someone that almost let that happen. On multiple occasions. You see, a confident person isn't dangerous. But a confident person who never used to be confident is. And that's because when you don't know what confidence is like, what having a ego is like, when you taste that, and when you feel like you deserve that, it's power you've not experienced before, and you can get intoxicated by it. You can chase it until it is all you are. I've been through fluctuating times in my life in terms of confidence. From 16 to 18, I was quite a confident kid. But it was all ego. It wasn't real. And then at 18 years old, I got hit with alopecia. Lost all my hair. Literally everywhere, not a single bit of hair. And that knocked my confidence massively, as you imagine. I used to look like a fuckboy with a little perm and shit. And then I went to being an egg. And it took me over a year to even come to terms with that. I was in a relationship at the time and that caused problems there with my insecurities. But then around third year uni, my 20th year, I found confidence again. I started to get attention from the opposite sex. If anything, I was more confident than I had ever been before, with hair. But it started to consume me. I started to see myself as larger than life. And I didn't treat anyone differently. I was still a good person to people, but I think people could sense my energy change, and people, those that had liked me before, distanced themselves from me. I don't even know to this day how they sensed it. But if I carried on down that route, I think it would have destroyed me. Now, I'm not saying confidence is bad, but you need to be careful. Because when confidence becomes ego, that's when it's a story. Confidence is just knowing you can do something. Ego is telling yourself you are something, right? And when the story is big, grand, and is held up by sticks, it will come crashing down. Stay humble. You may not be in a position to be overly egotistical now, but you will, brother. When you make excellent progress on your goals, when you become successful at something, especially when you weren't successful in the first place, that is when you need to watch out. Because every stage in life has new challenges. The stage right now for me is building myself up. I went from being that person in a town, a small town where at times I literally felt like the king, to moving to a city where I'm nobody. I'm now a small fish and I have to build myself up again, and I love that because it's going to be even more rewarding and I'll be even stronger when I get to that level of confidence again. But the challenge right now is building myself up. The challenge when I get here is not letting my ego get out of control. Because it doesn't matter how hard you work, if people can sense that you think that you're better than them, and you will repel them. And what is the most important currency in the world? People. Yes, you shouldn't, to an extent, care about what people think, but you shouldn't be repulsive to people. And there's nothing that's more repulsive than a big ego, a narcissist. Because the most impressive men that I've met, the most wise, are those that have achieved lots, but speak to you eye to eye, like you are on the same level to them. Because that's magical. Maybe to motivate yourself in the gym, you want to dominate people. That's fine. Use your dark impulses to get you further. But in conversation with people, inspire people, welcome people. Don't belittle them. Stay humble, no matter what, brother. And I promise you will go further than ever before. And I know that from personal experience. It's nice to feel confident. It's nice to feel powerful. And one day you will earn that power. But brother, don't let it consume you, because then it will be stripped away. And a good way to stay humble is to say less, do more. See you later, Chief.